Welcome back to the show. The Magician.
And the Jock and the Jockette.
I will not go by a Jockette.
She came up with that.
She loves that name.
All my idea.
Welcome back to the show. We have a special guest. Well, actually, she's kind of like part of the team. She's special.
She's not that special anymore.
She is special, but she's
guest.
part of the team. Miss Taylar Bay, you've seen her on this channel many times before.
Viral TikTok.
Viral TikTok. Just social media superstar?
I don't know.
Is that your superpower?
I guess so.
Her LinkedIn game lacking.
Well,
Yeah, I think you're the only one that uses LinkedIn.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm
Just
LinkedIn
making
famous.
Just making
You know
business
how many-
deals.
You know how many viral videos I have on LinkedIn?
Yep. I don't know if there's that feature. So
there is, actually.
There is?
Yeah.
Miss Taylor, this is a directional mic. So
Should I be?
there you
Right
go.
There you go, right there. That's okay.
There we go.
Chris was talking like this. Hey.
With like a Yeti full of ice. And it's like,
There's
Rattling.
yeah.
like
Such
what did you
an
say? It sounded
idiot.
like an
It's
aquarium.
like an aquarium with like the rocks.
So, Miss Taylor, what's going on in your life?
Not a whole lot recently. Just working and
What
pretty much the same thing from last
Working.
time. Yeah.
You are at a new place,
I
right?
am. Yes, I am.
Nice. We talked about that last time. You
Yes,
do the
we
social
did.
media
Yes,
about
same
that.
place. Same place as
boutique.
last
Same place.
time.
Same place. It's
I
different.
Same place as
I
last
get
time.
nervous around girls. I don't know what to talk about.
And I'm like,
How about this
No.
weather?
how about
Really
the
nice outside today.
how do you like the election outcome? That was 6 months ago, Billy.
Billy, it's the most secure election in the history of our elections. We let
It
go.
was
There
very
was
good.
zero fraud. Joe Biden is president.
Yes, I will let that go. I will let that go. So before we start off this episode, I just want to do my jock itch real quick.
Yep, because you're the jock.
I'm actually.
Apparently.
Yeah, okay.
Have you seen my Instagram pictures? I mean, come on, look very jockish. But I had someone today, a female, that was very, how would you say, emasculate over the show. She was like, "Oh, how's your little podcast going? Oh, your little cute little show there.
Oh, your little podcast.
Oh, your little
So
podcast." And I was like, "It's going great."
And it is little, but it's not cute.
It's not cute, but it's going to be big. And here's, before we get
What was
into
her name?
the fun stuff,
We're
I'm not
gonna-
going to say her
we're gonna
name.
What's
I'm not
her
gonna say
social security?
Yeah.
What is her address?
She sounds like she's great at parties.
Let me just say,
Doxer.
one, it was not my ex, so that was, I mean, she's very supportive of, she actually likes what we're doing. But,
You are still.
no, I had to give her that
So
props,
whipped.
but
been
it
years,
wasn't her
Billy.
because a lot of people are going to think that it's her, but it is not. But this person was very, like, derogatory about like, don't you have anything better to do with your time? And the question is,
No.
no. And here's the reason why. It's because
Bitch.
if I want something to work, I'm going to make it work. And it's going to be very successful.
Except these SD cards.
Except
I
these-
can't seem to make
Yeah,
those
these
work.
SD cards are not working worth a shit right now. But I will say
Was
this.
this at the gym?
Yeah,
And was it my sister?
it was not.
Okay.
Do not piss me off
Oh.
is all I got to say. Because my one thing is like,
Hashtag believe all women.
Sounds like a threat.
Yeah.
because I've said this before, I will seek revenge through success. And I will make this the biggest fucking podcast that I want to, that I can.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So with that being said, hey, Taylor.
a lot of pressure.
I know. I know so.
And it wasn't me.
It was not
That's-
Taylor, of course. Taylor's amazing. So,
Oh.
she's going to support.
Where was this chick at? The gym?
Yeah.
How did it come up?
Oh, because I was talking about.
Were you trying to give her a spot?
No. I wasn't trying to like have her come on the show because she's not worthy. But
She sounds like she'd be great on the show.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun time.
She sounds like a true believer.
I think that you would have a field day with her. But anyway, yeah, I started talking with some guys about the
You know me.
you know me all too well. We started talking about with my friends and stuff, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard it." I was like, "Yeah, well, thanks for watching." She goes, "Yeah, it's have fun with that little podcast. I figured you'd have more to do with your time than that. And I was like, well, first of all, you don't know what I do with my time. Second of all, I love being what we're doing. We're creating.
Yeah.
We're very creative. It's not we're sitting on the couch eating fucking bonbons and watching Netflix.
That's after.
That's after.
We can't.
After we talked about
can't
going to get
eat on the show.
cheeseburgers.
We would, but we can't afford the bonbons. I'm not even sure what it is. But
They're
I've always heard my
ice cream.
mom say that.
Yeah.
Like, it's
It's
eating
because
bonbons.
it's kind of an old
Old.
thing. I don't even think
It's
there's
old.
bonbons anymore. Do they make them?
Don't look at. You're asking the wrong
But
person.
Taylor just turned 16 the other day.
Just got my license.
Congrats.
Yep. Drove my mom's
She
car.
drove over.
Miss Independent. We got to be done before
my
9.
my mom's in the car waiting for me. She dropped me off actually.
Was it her mom? Was this chick attractive?
No, she was not.
Why are you
she-
talking to her? You
I
talk to
didn't
her
talk to her.
unattractive-
She butted into the conversation, and I was like, okay, well, okay.
I like it how she inadvertently is telling you you're known for your podcast because she's like,
So she's still watching it though.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think she happens to. She's a. I guess she just doesn't care for me. I don't know why, but whatever. Rant's over. Don't care about that. I just want to let you know that kind of fueled the fire.
That chick is in your
So-
jock and it's itchy as hell.
It itched the hell out of me today.
Good Lord.
So, but anyway,
Taylor, do you have anything ticking you off now that we're in the jock itch section?
we are kind of in the jock itch. Yeah. Does anything? So the jock itch is whatever kind of like itches your crotch, like really just gets under
There
your
has
skin.
to be a better way to say that.
Well, this guy, you're talking to.
That's about
two
as
guys.
mild as we can put the crotch.
Yeah,
Have
because
you guys
it just
ever
really
tried
pissed.
Gold Bond?
Shaq on those commercials.
I never thought about
He's
that.
very successful.
But that should be our solution to all this jock itch.
Nah, they just rub some dirt on it.
Nah, roughly.
What's
Does-
making you mad these days?
Does anything make Taylar Bay mad?
I've been pretty easygoing lately.
Yeah?
I've been trying not to let things get under my skin.
That sounds like somebody who's mad.
Somebody
That's
has
exactly what they
pissed
would
you
say.
off.
Somebody's pissing me off. No, I have been getting like irritated at like small things lately, but I was just like, I was thinking about it the other night because I was like, oh, I'm gonna go on a run and clear my head. I went on a run the other night because I didn't get off till like 7, so I didn't end up running till like 7:30, and then it got to be dark out, and I was like, this is good, like this is exactly what I needed, and then
Rolled your ankle.
I started getting followed by some guy on a bike. So that ticked me off really bad.
Was he wearing a white V-neck?
And navy blue shorts.
Total coincidence.
Super weird.
That guy must dress really well.
First time I wore this.
I don't know where I got this outfit from.
Wait, so he started following you?
Yeah, he was following me through my like entire run, and then it was dark out too. So I was already just like not in the mood. Like I said, I went on the run because I was irritated. So I was like screaming at him. Just
Did you really?
Did
yeah,
you?
yeah. Because I was that irritated. I was like, this is the last thing that I needed today. I was like, this is what I was trying to do to like de-stress myself, and now you're
To avoid
Yeah,
the
I'm like, now
stress.
you're stressing me out even more. And I was
So
like,
is
this is terrible.
The last thing you needed.
Did make me run faster though.
I was going to say,
Got home pretty fast.
do you think there's any females out there that wake up and say, the first thing I need today is some dude on a bike to chase me while I'm
Some
jogging?
guy to chase me. That's hot.
Yeah. So, but that pissed me off. But I mean, I was fine and got a good little run out of it. But I'm all good now.
Did you
set a
did it clear your
PR.
head?
Yes. What'd you say?
Did it clear your head?
No, it actually didn't do what I thought it would do. So then I went over to my friend's house, drank a margarita. And
That cleared your head.
that was a little bit better.
Running is so overrated.
I don't run with scissors. Those last 2 words were unnecessary. Think about it. Memes are a lot better in picture form.
Yeah.
Do you have your jacket?
Oh, man. You have to come back to me.
We'll come at the back of the end. I just had to get that
That
out.
chick at your gym.
Yeah,
Sounds like a big barrel of laughs.
she was a big barrel of shit.
So what are we going to talk? What are we? Gonna
God, I'm so angry. No, I'm just-
Billy's going,
So,
I'm over it.
We're over it now. Now
I
to
think
bring
you
it
have a crush on her.
now bringing it back around. Taylor, we got a question for you.
Alrighty.
So, as you can see, our board up there of
We've
topics.
gotten
so
over the crotch itching.
we got over the crotch.
Thank God.
Just the
And
icebreaker.
our question, because we had this debate the other day. It was not really a debate. We had a talk.
Yeah.
It was a debate.
We settled
A
it.
chat. Okay.
We settled the debate. We had a chat. Are women funny?
It's just one of those
Nope.
things.
Well, let me start by preface.
No, don't preface.
No, you're a
preface.
unicorn.
Okay.
He said that. I've always known it. He said that.
You're not real, but I wish you were. This is all a mirage.
But because you kind of break the mold. But in general, are women funny?
That's kind of hard to say as a generalized statement. I have a lot of really funny friends. I don't really like I love to laugh. I'm a big laugher. So I think most of my friends are super funny, but I don't know if that's just because I think that they have the same sense of humor as me, or just kind of stupid humor. We just kind of spitball back and forth, and it's just we're in tears, crying, laughing. But I have met a lot of people that are
They couldn't get up on stage and do a stand up.
Yeah, no, I mean, even they can't even get in front of me and get a chuckle out of me.
Mm.
No, I'm not saying that my sense of humor is it's certainly not advanced. But I'm saying
You're 16. It'll come.
no, I don't know how to describe it. You're either funny or you're not, and I think a lot of people do try to be funny, and that's what makes it's almost uncomfortable because you're they want me to laugh at this, and it takes the natural part of being funny away from it.
Because you said before the show started, you love when people say, "Oh my God, this is so funny."
Yeah, I do that to people a lot. It's never if you ever hear me say, "Oh, that's funny," and I don't laugh, it's not funny.
It's not.
That's what I'm saying. You couldn't even get a laugh out of me.
That's the most female thing I've ever heard. If you ever hear
very
me say this
passive-aggressive.
thing, it's the opposite of that thing. It's like my dad. We were looking at houses, fixer-upper houses, and he'd point at something and say, "Interesting." I realized that didn't mean interesting. It was like asbestos. That's what
it's
it meant.
interesting. You buy this house,
Yeah.
you will
Money pit.
die.
Yeah. So I don't think, because Billy, of course, being Mr. politically correct, was yeah, of course girls can be funny. I was like, name your top 5 funniest female comedians. He's like, Wanda Sykes, I think is one.
I'm not gonna bullshit you. I went
Really?
blank. I was like, Eddie Murphy.
So I don't think it's because it's not like women lack the intellect to be funny. Because to be funny, you have to be quick-witted, right?
Yeah,
You're-
it's just
you're-
off the top of the head kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
I mean, your natural you're looking for funny in everything.
Yeah.
You know, like that wall, that's not really brick.
Hilarious.
It needs to be ironed.
Don't get me started on that wall.
Yeah. So, but on average, men are funnier than women. And you know why? Because they're trying to get laid. 100%. Women do not need to be funny for a man to find them attractive. But for men, if you can get a woman laughing, that's a big
Yeah,
plus.
that's true. Because it's just more about personality. I mean, looks are always a plus, obviously, but personality is
Ladies.
well, but personality is so big. You can hear. Oh God, I can't speak. How many times have you heard a woman say if he can't make me laugh, then I don't want him.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
I want a man that can make me laugh.
Cardinal
Yeah.
sin number 1 for dudes, if any dudes are listening, if your chick gets bored, I don't care how good looking you are, how successful you are, she'll walk.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
It's just, so on average.
I've had girls. I'm like, oh, how is it? Oh, he's super hot, but he's so boring.
no
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah. So that is, I boil it down to that. Men are trying to attract women, trying to rise over the noise of everyone else. And if you're funny, it's kind of like the guy that shows up playing the guitar. He wants all the attention on him.
Yeah, and it's people will remember that. They're you know what I mean? People will remember oh, that guy said this and
Yeah.
was making everybody laugh. Not that he was the center of attention, but he was in the crowd, making everybody laugh, or even guitar guy. Literally, everybody's you remember that guy last night that was playing the guitar?
You don't want anyone to
5
say
hours.
you're really funny if you're playing the guitar. That's not what you're going for.
No,
He's so his voice.
His voice was so.
Wow.
So funny.
He's got a voice made for print.
So let me ask you a question though. Can women be funny in different genres? Not. I mean, we kind of
Oh my
categorized
God.
it as.
Stop
I'm
pandering.
I'm asking.
We know you're
I'm
on the
asking.
market.
Billy's
Is-
like, so do you think I'm funny?
Yeah.
So you have like stage,
Yeah.
and then you have like sitcoms, then you have movies.
Anyone's funny with a laugh track.
And anybody's funny with a script that's written for them. Not anybody. It's like how they
I guess,
deliver
the
it.
delivery.
And I guess the same with comedy. Like on stage is like a whole different. Yeah, that's like a whole different genre.
Because a lot of people write their own material.
Yeah,
they have to
and they
come
can
up with
get
their
it-
own delivery, their
Yeah.
own pitch. Their
And they
own,
can get it like reviewed, and they're like, "Oh, this isn't a hit," and they just like tweak it and tweak it and tweak it until like it gets a laugh, or you know what I mean?
Do you listen to any female comedians?
Not really. No. I was gonna say most comedians that I have listened to are guys.
Case closed.
case closed.
Well, I mean, I have, and there are. I'm very particular about who I think is funny, like I said, but like I think Kristen Wiig is so funny. She can literally just like stare into the camera, and it's just like her whole like demeanor and like her facial expressions so funny to me.
I would put you in her category.
Okay,
She's
Because I
50.
think
I've heard that before.
I would never say that. You know what? You know why I like Kristen Wiig as well as Taylor? No, I told you that the first time I told you. Yeah. Is because you guys, there's a lot of female comedians that try to go above and beyond. They try to be dudes, pretty much.
Yeah, and it's like the like crude humor.
really
and it just
crude,
comes off
like-
very like.
When a girl, what's the big one's name?
Is it Amy Schumer?
Amy Schumer. Yes. She'll be like talking like disgusting stuff, and I'm thinking, dude, that is horrible.
Yeah,
Like,
it's, like she's
it's
trying
not
to appeal.
funny.
Yeah, she's trying to like appeal to like a different audience, and I feel like she could be funny, but she's just on like a whole different level.
Yeah, I mean they have to. They almost go above and beyond. It's like, have you ever seen skits where chicks try to dress up as dudes? Like, hey, we're dudes, and they just completely like go,
overdo it,
go
yeah.
over the top. But you, Kristen Wiig, you guys still keep a feminine energy,
Yeah.
which you can be funny in that for sure. Being attractive obviously helps, but back on dudes, if you're unattractive, you got to find. Like if you didn't win the genetic lottery, like take Chris Farley for example. Like
Oh, yeah.
he wasn't hurting in the female department, but it wasn't because he looked beautiful.
Yeah.
He was hilarious.
yeah, he was very slapstick.
funny.
I mean, well, look at most of them. I don't think John Belushi was all that good looking. Gallagher, Stephen Wright, all those guys aren't
Yeah,
handsome.
right.
Taylor's like, who
I'm like,
in the hell
I agree.
are you
Are
talking
they like a founding father or something?
about? So, who would be your favorite comedian? Do you have a favorite comedian?
like out of anybody. I'm trying to think. Me and my sister used to listen to this guy. I think what was his name? Mitch.
Mitch Hedberg, yeah.
Yes, he was so funny.
He's great.
And
One-liners.
I think, and I think it's just because like his voice is kind of like so monotone, and I don't know. I think he is so funny, and I don't know why I love Aziz Ansari. He's just so like stupid, funny, like stupid humor.
Yeah. I liked him for a little while. He
Yeah.
kind of wore me down after a while.
I think his stage show is really good.
Yeah,
I've watched one of his stage shows and they
Because
were.
you're a big Robin Williams fan.
I'm a huge Robin
yeah,
Williams
he's
fan.
awesome.
He was to me is the number one on Mount Rushmore.
Which I never watch Robin Williams and die laughing, but I'm always entertained. He's
Yeah,
more
he's a
of
very
like a
entertaining
performer.
person.
Yeah.
Like Jim Carrey, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or like Will Ferrell.
Jim Carrey before he started, I don't know what he's doing now, like turned
Couldn't-
Buddhist and
couldn't
like
tell you.
started doing yoga and
Why is
Lost
that?
his
Why,
funny.
why do people think they need to do that?
do
Like,
what?
Do yoga
No, not yoga, but
Range
just
of
for
Motion?
stretching, I guess.
like why do they feel like they need to become like what Buddha and then what?
they're probably just so burnt out of what they're doing.
Well, because a lot of comedians have, it's kind of like strippers. They always have a peppered past, like that you can trace it back to some event that made them want to do that. That's just true statistically. I've read it. That's someone's daughter up there. But for a lot of comedians, their funny is in the struggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they make it, and it's like, can a comedian stay funny now that they're living in a mansion? Whereas
Yeah.
I was gonna say a lot of people joke about like their trauma.
it's relatable, like
Yeah.
being
Well,
broke.
all comedy comes from tragedy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just tragedy removed.
Who said that?
Socrates, I think.
I don't think so.
Don't
you
swear
know,
To
on
be or
because-
not to be.
We have determined that Matt knows everything about everything.
Ah, classic know-it-all.
My cross to bear. Someone's got to. I'm like, if the internet goes out, guys, we're good.
It's fine.
We're good.
Put it in my search bar.
Easy.
But no, yeah. But
We don't have Google. We have Dodge.
So yeah, like there are people who are naturally funny, but yeah, you have to be able to relate. It's hard to relate with an audience like, hey man, couldn't find my 12th iPhone charger in my mansion, and it's just not relatable. Whereas Louis C.K. has a bit on being broke that it's one of the funniest things ever, but he had to actually be broke to be
Talk
relatable.
about it, yeah.
Yeah. So women can't be funny. Is that what you're saying, Taylor?
That is not what I'm saying.
Women do really well on TikTok, it seems like.
Yeah.
And,
Oh my gosh. We
And
talked
I checked out the girl you said that's
Local.
I don't get it. It's like
It's just-
it's like walking around. Look at this couch. I'm gonna lay down. I'm thinking.
There's also just like
I'm too
different
good for this.
demographics on TikTok. So like even
Yeah.
if it is just kind of like the younger crowd, and like everybody finds something different funny. It's just like a different.
Do you think I'm too intellectual to be funny on TikTok?
I think you're thinking too much about it.
You
Yeah.
think? I think too much.
You know what I think?
Maybe you should
Since
start
we're all
yoga.
thinking, I think Matt wants to go on TikTok.
He wants to. He's
but
talked
he's
about it.
afraid. Every time we
Yeah.
talk about it,
No,
he's
I'm not.
He's
He's like,
super
I
into
want
it.
to go on.
Shut up. No, I'm not.
I want to
It's
be a TikTok
lame.
star. I would
Why
never
do
go
I
on
wanna-
TikTok.
I almost feel like he's like too scared to even download the app, so he goes on like TikTok.com and
I have to
watches it
Google
somehow
search.
there.
That's how I look up people. I don't have any social media other than LinkedIn. Check me out. Connect. But I have to like do a Google search.
Every
image
time I
result.
hear the word LinkedIn, I feel like it's the old AOL type dial-up.
Billy, you would know about that.
I do.
I actually know about that.
What?
And she's 16.
You don't remember that?
Because I used to
When
go
you-
on AOL chat all the time.
Did you have dial-up or wireless?
I, don't,
speed,
I remember it making the noises.
That's dial-up.
Then yes.
You had to like my mom or dad would yell at me get off the internet so they could make a
You'd
phone
make
call.
yeah.
Dude, I used to have like 50 phone numbers memorized because it was
Yeah.
all
You had to.
Because you didn't have it in your cell phone.
I was hoping you were going to be like, yeah, me too. You looked at me like I had four
I was just
eyes.
like, no, I don't remember that. I just,
Like, not me. Send
and back
carrier
in my
pigeons.
day, we had phone books.
We just yelled out the window like Rocky.
We had the can in the string.
Smoke signals.
Pick up the can.
Oh, you hit the can in the string.
Yeah. Still works.
Still works to this very day.
We're wireless now. It's just a can.
With all of the wires
With
over
all
here.
the
We're like, we're
wires. You see
super
it.
wireless now.
We're about to hang ourselves with wires.
Not me, man. I'm happy to be alive. So women, you said hang.
Dear.
I don't have an itch. My itch is your itch. That's how empathetic I am with you.
Ah, not the itch again.
Not the itch. It's not that.
That pesky itch.
So
When women hear that, though, they think it's an attack on their intellect. Like, I can be funny. And I'm like, we're not saying you don't have the intellect to be funny. We're saying you don't have the need to be funny. Because if you're pretty, you're going to attract men.
Yeah,
when we're
but that's-
when it coming down to dating.
Yeah, but like being funny too is just like icing on the cake. Just like with a guy, like I said earlier, like personality and looks.
Yeah, but guys and girls look for different things.
That's true.
So, if when it comes to comedy, do you think people are born with it, or they can acquire?
Is it nature or nurture?
I feel like a lot of people like I feel like you can tell when it's like more natural for somebody, and it like because
You've been like this probably forever. Like, you go watch home videos, you're probably
a nut,
doing dress
yeah.
up, silly stuff.
Yeah, I've been like this.
And I mean, I was kind of the same way. I was always talk to any relative. They're like, yeah, that's Matt.
I was gonna say I also kind of blame my older siblings for
God,
creating this
creating
little
this
monster.
monster.
How many siblings do you have?
Like I have technically 3, but I have 2 older sisters. And like me and my one older sister, we have like the exact same like sense of humor, and we
Really?
just used to do like off the wall, like home videos when we were home alone together. But like I literally grew up watching like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, yeah.
SNL, all of that stuff. I'm like 10.
Yeah, we
I'm
grew up.
like-
We grew up watching. We love Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah,
Drew
super
Carey
funny.
back
Oh,
in the day.
that's it, yeah. So 2 more questions. One, is your sister single, and is she hot?
And how do you define older?
And how
Like
older
6
is it?
and 8 years older. And one
Right
is
up my alley. No.
one has a boyfriend, and the other one is married with a child on the way. So,
Not afraid of commitment.
so
So she puts out.
Billy,
I'm sorry.
Billy.
I apologize.
really hoping she's
I
not
I think
watching
you're winning.
this.
I think you're winning over the lady from the elliptical.
She was.
She's like, you know what? I changed my mind.
Like, I actually
love your
really
show.
love you.
Now
can't
that you're going to
believe-
sink your whole show.
She's gonna propose to you.
Yeah. So when
Didn't you say the other day we're not going to cuss anymore because Dove Soap's not going to sponsor us?
Yeah, I did.
I'm like,
Good point.
true. That's out the window.
Yeah, we just
They hate cuss words and dirt.
and dirt. That maybe they could just have a thing cleaning up our mouth.
Did you ever get soap put in your mouth?
Thankfully, no, but also not that I remember.
You would remember that.
I don't think I did.
It's like Ralphie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did not get soap in the mouth.
Did you get it, Billy?
No.
That was
Oh,
not a
me
very
either.
confident no. Yeah.
Me never.
No.
But you did.
Oh, it did. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom was like, "Here, put this in your mouth."
Did you get whooped?
Oh, yeah. My mom had a spoon, a wooden spoon.
That's what my mom used.
She threw a flip flop at me one time. Fly swatter. Go out and get your own like death switch.
Yep. Make you pick a bigger one.
Yeah.
I
I
they were
come
big
back with like a
fans on-
dandelion. She's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah. It's a crabgrass. That ain't gonna hurt nobody. You ain't gonna learn shit.
Go out and get a damn log.
Dude, how about Allison told Jackson, "I'm gonna spank you." He goes, "On my big butt," and like she started laughing so hard. He can't spank. He's too smart for his own
Say,
good.
how can you be mad about that?
Yeah.
You're like, all right.
But you can. You'll have children one day. Do you want to have children?
Undecided. I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't know. If I have a kid, it's probably gonna be just like me. And I know I wasn't a bad kid growing up, but I'm like, if I have a girl and she's like me, we're gonna butt heads.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
I
I have a dog right now. He's-
Mommy Taylor will take over.
Oh god.
You'll see.
Anyways,
Next question.
I mean, I have my dog, and he's literally like he's a handful, anyways. So he's.
What is
basically-
with women now? There's a big trend on like, I'm a doggy parent.
I
I'm a
never
doggy
say that.
mommy.
I never say that. I just say that I have a dog, and he's.
Well, you said that when I asked if you want children.
I didn't say I was a dog parent, though. I said he's like a child because he's a lot,
He's extra.
Tomato, potato.
just like his.
Potato, potato.
Tomato, potato. That's a Chris
Chris
Dodge
says,
special. Yeah. Okay, so
I
you
do-
had another question. Before
I do have
butted
an
in.
open. So what?
He's gonna mute my mic.
When you come up, because I've seen some of your stuff, does it just come naturally, or do you sit and think about things?
Like,
Because like when you guys dress up, I'm pretty sure that's either you or Avery
Do
that
you have a whiteboard
initiate.
with a lot of bullet points like we did?
yeah, actually, I don't.
Oh yeah, I think no.
No.
But
What, like me and Avery, like when we dress up?
Yeah,
Or like
like-
just in general.
just in general.
Well, like I said, with my whole wig thing, I just thought it was so funny because I just like one of my friends I told you the story about the wig, right? How I got it. How my friend said it looked like I was supposed to be Steve Irwin for Halloween, and my best friend Avery was supposed to be like a crocodile. And my friend told me that she had a wig that looked like a Steve Irwin wig, and I was like, cool, thanks.
Those are pretty common.
Oh yeah, so she dropped it off, and it ended up being just like this short, like dark brown wig, and I was like, "This is not."
I don't think you know who Steve Irwin is.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not really. I looked like a little boy, in a Cub Scout uniform because I had like the tan, like button up shirt, like tan khaki.
You look like the kid from Up.
Yeah, basically.
very skinny
yeah,
kid from Up.
basically.
Can I
And was
assist you?
I was like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. So then, I figured something out. But then, the next day was Sunday. We were going to brunch, and I had to go pick up everybody because I was the only one with my car somehow. And I was just wearing like my athleisure, and I was like, I'm gonna put the wig on to like go pick them up because I was like, I feel like a soccer mom going to pick up my kids like for their game or whatever. And then I just surprised everybody when we went to brunch, and I wore it the entire time. Nobody recognized me. I don't even think you recognized me.
I did not. You
that
came
was
up
the
to
first time. What's his name? Bill Johnson came up. What did he say? He was like,
Who's that? Do you know who that? Who is that over there? I've never seen.
It's me. But yeah, that
It
just
was
like kickballed it.
spot on. Like she walked up, I was like, "What can I get you, man?" And I went.
I took my sunglasses off because I have my huge sunglasses
yeah.
I
on.
went like this.
I
And she
took
took
my
them off. I was
sunglasses
like,
off. Like
That's
jaw drop.
amazing.
and the
It was
damn.
so funny.
You could see the light just shine in my eyes. It's like,
You could see the gears grinding in his head. He was like,
Billy
all right.
Collins project. You're coming on.
He was like, it's happening.
it's happening.